Hey, how you doing, everybody? My name's Anthony, and welcome back to Hobbs Barrow. Well, the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. That's what it seems like.
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard's shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
You just gotta believe. Oh, this little girl.
Good day, little one.
She's been appearing in and out of the game the whole time. You gonna say anything?
Hello?
No. Well, she's a wizard.
What's this? A fiddle bow?
Oh, I thought it was a magic wand.
There's no string.
Because it's a magic wand.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
I don't think she's gonna answer you.
Don't be shy. I don't mean you any harm.
I mean, she doesn't know that herself, the bow.
What are you doing out here all alone on the moors?
On the moors. Again,
Do you live here?
She's definitely not gonna answer that question.
Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again?
Yep.
Yes?
Okay, I guess it's mine now. No bow for you. Where'd she go? Side of the
Most
rock?
peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her.
I mean,
If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair, coated in a waxy resin. The strings don't vibrate without it.
Well, it looks like we gotta kill some animals then. But I think the girl disappeared into this rock here, because the vicar said that this rock formation is called Devil's Toe. I think it's up to some black magic in these parts. Oh, I'm at Leonard's house now. Hey Leonard, you got any spare animal hair?
Mr. Shoulder told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, that's right. He told me that at the end of the conversation. I forgot. I haven't played this game in a while. Maybe I can head over into the forest and collect some animal hair? I don't know. I mean, there hasn't been many animals I've encountered so far other than squirrels and badgers. And I don't think the badger's willing to give up any of his hair.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Exactly. I think we should just head back into the town, to be honest with you. Maybe head back to the Plough and Furrow. Meet Leonard Shoulder again, and proceed into Hobbs Barrow. Hey, Mr. Shoulder, how you doing?
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Behrman.
Talk about the excavation.
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Briden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
Maybe that's what I have to do before I talk to Shoulder again. I have to convince Samuel Briden to let me dig on his property. Yeah, let me try to do that first. I just have to actually remember where Samuel Briden's house was. Might have been this way, but I can't really remember. Hey, how you doing, little boy? There's also a crow here now.
Hello, Wally.
Wally?
You gave the doll back to my sister.
I did.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
Wasn't yours to give.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away.
Maybe there is. Maybe I'll come back to him and his head will be exploded or something. I don't know. Maybe there is an actual curse from the fairies. Well, we're about to learn from Thomasina's past experience with the fairies. The curse of the fairies.
Mummy?
Or the curse of her mother.
What are you burning?
Oh, no.
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Can I actually move? Or, yeah, get the page. Burning all of her husband's stuff.
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Well, I guess that was just a flashback of how she handled her father's accident, well, her husband's, Thomasina's father. So, Briden,
Good day,
how you
Mr.
doing?
Miss,
I'll
stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Briden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh,
Yes, can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
the answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
I mean, I can't really blame him. I mean, his brother did hang himself after he dug into it, so you can understand why he's reluctant to let anyone go in. Got his pet goat. Oh, this the animal hair that I can collect?
Easy, girl.
I can collect some goat hair for the
I'm
fiddle
not
bow.
fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
Figures. Can I get this bucket, fill it, put food in
This
it?
is not mine to take.
Well, I'll take it anyway. Leonard told me to show him something. Maybe the journal. Can you use it?
Look, Mr. Briden, my father's journal. It confirms he was with your brother during the excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Ha! Take that away from me. I'll be having none of that.
I say it's not gonna. That's not gonna convince him of anything. Just gonna bring back bad memories.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Briden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that.
Well, piqued his interest a little bit.
God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
This is his moment.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realize that Mr. Briden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Briden emerged.
What does he have for me?
As far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Oh, that's a snake one.
Incredible! A pair!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe.
And you were right, Mr. Briden.
Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Briden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
Or so you say.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Briden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Briden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then.
Yeah, right.
I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass.
Why would he do
Market's on
that?
today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
All
And
right.
like that,
Oh,
I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Briden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me?
to protect you.
To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps?
I mean, you're following pretty close in his footsteps now.
You failed,
Obviously.
and so did Charles Briden. He should have said no.
This writing is making me want to listen
You should
more.
have never given me that stone.
Oh my god, I really want to know what happens now. Alright, cool. So now we can go back to the plow and furrow. This is not the right direction. We need to go back to the plow and furrow to talk to Leonard's shoulder and see what happens from there. Maybe we can actually start digging now. Maybe I need to hire some able-bodied men in the town square. Pie seller. I don't think he wants to dig in a whole apple cellar. Is this stand set up? How you doing, ma'am?
Good day.
Fresh produce.
I was just gonna say, any fresh produce?
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
What can I buy here? I want to browse.
There's nothing else I wish.
Well, maybe I want a piece of fruit. Maybe I can buy an
Good
apple.
day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house, like?
Sure. I'll take an apple. Yes.
Yes, please.
I'll take
Here
some
you are,
questionable looking fruit.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Well, I'm not gonna eat it then. I'm gonna try to give it to the goat on Briden's farm, so then I can get the goat hair from it, so then I can fix the fiddle bow for the little girl.
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2pence each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
Oh, Mr. Goat. No, don't interact with it just yet. Come here, use the apple on him. There's my rotten apple. You want a rotten apple, goat? No,
The grumpy thing isn't interested.
figures. What am I supposed to do with a rotted apple now? Alright, so I guess just back to the plow and furrow then. Oh, Mr. Shoulder, who's this man on the bottom?
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start an all.
He wants his sugar, Stanley.
Hello?
Don't short the man.
She's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace? There's nought for you here, lass.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Horrible man.
I need to
How
stop
many
talking
more
to him.
sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
Maybe that's the point. How you doing, Leonard?
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
Miss Batman.
Mr. Briden has given me permission to excavate Hobbs' Barrow.
Marvellous. I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence. When do we start?
Right now.
Tomorrow, I hope.
Tomorrow.
But first, I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. It's too much work for me to do on my own.
I see. Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking...
Oh yeah, looking forward to the dig tomorrow. I want to see if I can pick up this knife. It's just stuck in the table because there was some guy playing five-finger
Goodness
fillet.
me, I can't budge it.
What is
Be
the thing?
careful, Miss
Excalibur?
Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Oh, how powerful is he? You're not going to get it out, Thomasina.
Curses.
We have
Yes,
our
yes.
very own Excalibur.
Yeah,
It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
I take that as a challenge, Stanley. So that's going to do it for this episode of the excavation of Hobbs' Barrow, and it looks like in the next episode I have to leave and recruit some men to help me in the dig. So for now, arrivederci.